What's up, guys? Welcome to the vlog! Thanks so much for stopping by. So, welcome to Wolf Shoulder Productions headquarters. This is where the magic happens, as it were. So today we're going to be doing a little bit of a tutorial upon the subject of how to edit your drone footage. So if you don't like that kind of thing, you might as well stop watching now, love, alright? Anyway, let's get balls deep in this nonsense. So, what I usually do whenever I'm editing one of my vlogs is, I'll remove those, is I find some footage that I like and then I speed ramp it. I'll show you how to speed ramp. So first you shoot some awesome footage. Boom, we've got that. I've selected a nice clip that begins and ends with something happening. A surfer going along on his surfing board. And then I've got another clip here of just some coastline. Doesn't it look fantastic? And then I've got a second piece of footage of just some rolling waves. Great. So now I'm going to reorder those because I think as a mini story, as a 3-clip story, it makes more sense if we see perhaps a mysterious establishing shot that makes you go, "Ooh, that's interesting. It's water, okay." And then we see, "Oh wow, yeah, no, it is water. It's a massive coastline." And then we smash into, and it's a guy going along on a surfboard. So awesome. So first off, you'd find those clips in your browser, you dump them on the timeline. We've already done that. This is how I treat my clips. So usually I will do a speed ramp because I'm always trying to compress time. My vlogs are about 10 minutes long on the whole, and I usually shoot about an hour of footage for them. So everything needs to be like just pulled down and compressed. So we've got our first piece of footage here. Now let's just see it in real time. Oh yeah, oh that's okay. That's not too bad. Just going along. Okay, it's nice, it's interesting, something happens. We need to speed this up though, right? First off, I'm going to put some music down because I edit to music and I think you should too. Assets. What shall we have? Something 8-bit maybe? So we found a bit of music. We're just going to dump that on the timeline. And then we're going to retime this bad boy. Retiming or speed ramping is just where you take a clip and you change the speed of it. Speed ramping is actually where you change one part of the clip speed-wise and you leave another bit the same or make it slower. So it goes from slow into fast. You've seen it a million times in all sorts of films. And this is how you do it in Final Cut 10, which is what I edit on. I have used Premiere Pro, I have used Sony Vegas, I have used Avid. Honestly, I think they're all the same. I know that there's a lot of poncery around which edit suite you use. I don't care. I think they're all the same. They all do the job, right? So who cares? I've held the playhead over a part of the image that I want to change time-wise, and then I've just pressed Shift and B, and then I've gone to the end and I've done a Shift and B, and we're gonna retime this bit in the middle here. So what we need to do is speed that up and try it out and see what happens. Not fast enough. There might be a better way, but I haven't discovered what it is. If you don't like what you've done, you just have to undo when it comes to slicing into bits, but I'm sure there is a better solution. We'll do the same thing here, so that actually sits quite nicely with music. We'll come out there, so we'll shorten this clip up to there. And then we'll go in there to speed ramp again. We'll speed ramp all the way along to about there, and then we'll slow down to normal speed again. And doing it this way means you can get a lot done in a very short space of time. Check that out, 666 dudes. Number of the beast. Alright. Let's have a look at how that sits with the music now. 666 isn't fast enough, buddy. More like this. Cut that down. Then we'll go into this. Speed ramp that. Look for the point where he falls off, which I'm pretty sure he does. About there. And then we'll speed ramp into there. Make a little slice, little blade slice. But it's not cutting the clip into separate entities, if you notice. It's just putting a timing slice in there. Time slice. Sounds very cool, doesn't it? Okay, so that's 3 things roughly cut. Editorially, they may work. Who knows? Let's have a look. Once we've got our clips roughly in the order that we want them, then we color them. So then I've shown you guys how to do the way I color before, but let's do it again just for the sake of making sure you see my whole process. An adjustment layer on top of everything, and then I put color finale into it because I bloody love it. Color finale just works well for me. So we've opened up our color finale window. The first thing I'll do is I'll drop a LUT onto there, then I'll put some color wheels, then some curves, and then another LUT. Now none of these have got anything set to them at the moment, which is why you'll notice that the image has not changed. I like to use as my inlet, that's the first thing that will be applied to your image. It's essentially the same as a node in DaVinci Resolve. I like to put one that I found on the internet for free. I think I had to sign up to a newsletter or something. It's very cool. It's called GC Falcon DJI log, DJI 709 log. What? No, I don't want to do that. I just want to apply it, please. There we go. So let's have a look at that. On and off, off, on, off, on. Makes it a bit more contrasty. Slightly saturates it and makes those blacks a bit crisper. Then we can have a play with these color wheels if we need to. One thing I would always do is put the saturation up a little bit if you're shooting in log. And then in the LUT utility, have a look for another LUT. Personally, I'm a bit obsessed with the M31 LUT from Osiris at the moment. It's a bit intense, and so I will drag it down a little bit, the opacity, so we can see the variations there. And that's our output LUT, and already that's looking pretty cool. I might just have a little bit of a tweak. I mean, we're not looking at human skin tones here, so we can do whatever we want with this image. You know, we can make the water more blue, we can make it more, we can make the rocks look more red, but I think we really want to exacerbate the colours that were already in that water, which are kind of turquoisey. Where are we there? Turquoisey blue. So let's pull the mids around a little bit. I kind of want to keep those whites as white can be, but they do look a tiny bit yellow at the moment, so maybe we'll just do that. That's nice, we've got a bit more detail in there. And the blacks, oh, let's warm the blacks up. That's quite nice. Get those rocks looking a bit redder, and it makes a more of a contrast there. Let's going to push the mids up a tiny bit just to see a bit more detail. That's cool. I mean, personally, I'm a big fan of that look right there. Tell me if I'm wrong, but that looks pretty cool. Let's have a look at it on and off. Off. Ooh, boring. On. Wow, that's so swanky. Right. And now I've just applied that to all of this. Does it work for the other clips though? That's the question. I'd say that one, that does work pretty well. We could probably give that a little bit of a tweak. But that last one, that's a bit over the top now, isn't it? Because that sky looks almost supernaturally blue. So what we'll do is we'll cut the adjustment layer there and we'll just isolate it and maybe have a little fiddle, bring the old sats down, saturation. Maybe warm up the midtones a little bit so that it doesn't look quite as, because it almost looks cool, too cold. I guarantee there'll be some actual colorist watching this going, this man's an idiot. He doesn't know anything. But so what? Right, curves are where you can choose your RGB. You can choose your reds and you can push your reds up higher or lower. If you go up to the top of these curves, that's your highlights. So that's the higher, anything that's in the lighter range of collected imagery within that frame has some red in it or maybe doesn't, and you can choose to pull the red out of it or push the red into it. Same with green, same with blue. And this is your master curve, so this is where you just generally, this is like brightness on the whole. So you can choose, if you want a more contrasty image, you can add a dot there, pull the blacks down, make the blacks darker, and make the whites whiter. That looks pretty cool. That looks like a Hawaiian postcard, I think. I don't know if that will really fit with our... That looks pretty cool though, I like it. Does it match that now? Not really. Anyway, I'm now gonna take the footage that I'm recording on here and screen recording and put it there in the timeline, right there, and this is gonna be the vlog. Madness, right? Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope that's at least a little bit useful. I hope I've covered some topics rather than only doing stupid voices. Let me know what you'd like to know more of. Let me know whether you find these helpful, basically, because I don't know. A lot of it's just about trial and error and going, okay. And I know the feeling of you open a piece of software up and you just go, oh God. Like, every time I open After Effects, even now, I just go, bleh. So with Final Cut, I'm totally happy with it now and I really know what I'm doing. If you have any questions with regard to Final Cut, give us a shout, yo. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time, guys. Peace.